So I'm 43 years old, and there's a lot of things I know now that I wish I would have known in my late 20s, early 30s that could have saved me a lot of time, a lot of headaches, just really giving myself some advice that could have helped me in the long run. So if you're in your late 20s, your early 30s, this is for you. Pay attention. And these are the things I would have told myself. So, first thing I would have told myself is it really is all about you, right? There's no one coming to help you. There's no one coming to save you when it comes to planning for your future, putting money away, starting to invest, starting to learn about money and how it can help you and things that you can do in the long run. So that's what I would say. Kind of first off is it's going to be you making that decision that you want to start planning for your future, start putting money away, start doing the right things in terms of moving forward and making sure that you're putting finances at the top of your mindset so that you can start to build some wealth for yourself and your family. So it's all about you. Number two, it would be starting to think about relationships, right? There are going to be certain people in your life that are doing things that are going in the opposite direction of where you want to go. Could be some good friends, could be some great relationships that you have, but they're really just not pulling you in the right direction. And there are some people that you know that you may not be spending that much time with that are doing better in terms of putting money away or starting to invest or just really putting their mind around being successful and moving forward. And those are the types of relationships you want to be in. You want to be around people that have the same mindset, they have the same goals, they're trying to do the things that you're trying to do. Maybe they're a little bit ahead of you. Get some advice from them, get some information from them on how they're being successful, what they're doing. But you want to start thinking about the people that you're putting yourself around and how that's kind of moving you either away from your goals or towards your goals, and start to think about that, in the long term. Are these relationships going to help me in terms of moving forward and being around like-minded people, or are they going to start dragging me in the opposite direction and start moving me towards things that I don't want to do? So that would be number two. Number three, I would tell myself, don't be afraid to make changes, right? So you don't, maybe you come from a situation like I came from and you don't have a ton of information or a ton of knowledge around, investing or growing money or planning for the future or really just building wealth in general, right? You don't have any idea of how to make money, how to keep money, how to grow money. So don't be afraid to make changes. If you make mistakes, or if you're doing things that aren't really driving you towards your goals, don't be afraid to take a look at things that you're doing closely and make changes, whether that's investing differently or trading differently or really doing different things around your job or putting money away, anything, right? Don't be afraid to make changes and test things out, see if they work, learn from it, and keep moving forward. So that would be number three. Number four is, stop thinking about getting stuff, right? That the all the stuff, all the things, things that maybe make you look rich or make you look like you have money, the new shoes, the new car, the new watches, the new jewelry, things like that. Stop thinking about the stuff and start thinking about more, what I can do for the long run, right? Start thinking about things that are going to help me get to where I want to go, right? Instead of going out and buying new things or new stuff, think about how that money can grow, right? If you start investing money and start putting money in the right places, how that money can grow and start to work for you. Because at the end of the day, the money that you're investing, the money that you're using to grow and help you get to your goals is going to be the money that's going to be, growing and helping you reach those goals of building wealth for yourself. So again, put some of those things away. It's nice to have nice things. And I get it. I splurge from time to time as well, but you want to stop thinking about stuff as much as you think about the goals that you have and the things that you want to accomplish. So put those the stuff away, put the things away, and start thinking about how I can grow my money. Number five, invest more. Right. So this is really big. If you start when you're younger, and again, this is advice I'll give myself in my late 20s, early 30s, is to start investing more, right? You start putting more money away, that's going to be more money that's going to grow, more money that's going to allow you to continue to build and grow the wealth that you're looking for. And that way you're not getting down the road, where I am now in my 40s or maybe even later 50s and 60s, or you're trying to now start to invest more, now try to look at ways that you can get to your goals. And by then it's a lot harder, right? You can do it, but the sooner you start and the more you start investing now, the more you're going to have towards your goals. So I would go back and tell myself, invest more money now and, start putting more away. Um, Number six, I would say start now. It's kind of really close to what we talked about before with, invest more, but don't wait. Start now. The sooner you start, the more time you're going to have to grow that money, to build, to invest, to compound. The better you're going to do in the long run. And again, you're not going to have to, wait till the fourth quarter and start to really try to put some more money towards your wealth or start investing more when you have more, probably a larger family, more bills, more things going on, where it's harder. Maybe you're not earning as much because you're later in years. So when you're in prime earning age, put more away and start now, get going, get moving. So number seven, now this will be a little bit different, but take care of yourself, exercise, eat healthy, do the things that are going to take care of your body as well as your money, because what's the point of having wealth if you're not around to see it? You're not healthy. You can't enjoy it. You can't spend the quality time you want with your family members because you're sick, or you have you can't move, or you can't get around. You can't really enjoy the time or enjoy the money that you put away. So take care of yourself, exercise, eat healthy. Make sure that once you are building wealth, that you are able to take advantage of it, to enjoy it. So exercise, take care of yourself. That's a big one. Number eight, forgive your parents and forgive yourself for past mistakes, right? If you come from a place where you didn't grow up with a lot of money, or you don't have that education, you don't understand, or you didn't understand how to put money away, or how to invest, or how to trade, or how to grow wealth, that's okay. Forgive those people that, didn't put you into that position, and forgive yourself for not learning sooner, right? And start thinking forward and start thinking about moving on and start adding to your knowledge and start learning and doing the things that can help you in terms of moving forward to your goals, right? Start setting those goals, start moving forward, and don't look back. Just continue to move forward and put one foot in front of the other. Let the stuff that happened in the past go, and just continue to progress towards the goals that you have. So that would be number eight. Number nine, it's all about what you're focused on, right? What your decision, what you're thinking about, what's going into your day-to-day process, right? What you focus on is what's going to move forward and what's going to grow in your life, right? Whether that be your finances, whether that be, your health and physical wealth, or physical well-being, whether that be, taking care of your family, whether that be relationship building, whether that be your job or your career, anything that you're focused on, you're putting time and thought into, is what's going to move forward and what's going to grow. So take time to focus on what your goals are, write them down on paper, really think out what you want to accomplish, right? If you want to retire at a certain age, or you want to be able to move to a certain place and live in a certain place and raise your family there, you want to put your kids through certain schools or get them, a certain education, or all those things combined, right? The different types you want to live, and what type of wealth you want to build for yourself. Start putting focus and time on that, and start learning things that are going to help you move in that direction. And again, whatever you're thinking about is what's going to drive your actions. Whatever your actions are is what's actually going to drive your reality. So start focusing on, put some time and thought into things that you want to accomplish, and start doing that now. Um, Another thing, number 10, is I would tell myself, you're only getting older, right? I'm not going to get any younger. So wasting time and doing things that aren't going to help me achieve my goals is really something I would have told myself, give myself some advice. There's so many days and weeks and months that I wasted on doing things that weren't going to help me achieve my goals, or weren't getting me closer to the things that I wanted to accomplish. And, time is only moving forward. And it's funny. And I know as a grandpa now, I just see things and how time moves faster and faster and faster, and how my grandchild is getting bigger, my kids are getting bigger, and time is just moving by faster. So you're only getting older, you're only losing time, you're not going to get it back. So start moving forward and get moving. So number 11, your money in life will change as you do, right? So I talked a little bit about this earlier in terms of focus, but it's more than focus, right? It's about changing what you're doing and changing, how you think and how you move and what you're trying to accomplish and where you're spending your time. And all those different changes that you make are going to change what your money does as well, right? So if I'm spending more time focusing on learning new ways to invest, learning new business ideas, and learning things that are going to help me accomplish the goals that I want, the more that my money is going to change and go along with the changes I've made in myself. So changing your mindset, changing your thinking, changing your time that you're spending on doing different things, changing what you're learning and focusing on, all those things are going to start to move you closer to your goals and move you even to set new goals, right? And start thinking differently on things that you can accomplish. So you want to make sure that you're changing and putting time and effort into the things that you want to accomplish, and your money's going to follow right along with you. So next thing is you want to make sure that you're helping others, and this does a couple of things for you. What right? Helping others and giving and being generous. It helps you in terms of feeling good about yourself and doing things and doing things for the right reasons, but also seeing that type of impact that you can have on others is only going to make you want to chase your goals even more, right? Being generous and being able to help others is only going to drive the passion that you have to continue to be successful for yourself. And there's nothing more, nothing greater in terms of self-fulfillment than being able to help others and help them achieve their goals. So you can help them by knowledge, right? You can share the things that you've learned and helping people in terms of growing in their mindset and what they're doing and what they know and how they can be successful. But also you can help with, giving and helping people and when they're in need and being able to kind of do things. So that's a big one. I would tell myself, the more that you put into that, the more it's going to help you in terms of yourself and the way you feel and how you can progress. So that would be number 12. Number 13, this one is big, is make a plan, right? So there's a ton of time that you can spend in learning things and doing things, but if you don't have a plan, if you're not going in the right direction or you don't have a direction, it's just going to take you longer to get to your goals. So make a plan, set your goals, make a plan that's going to get you towards your goals and start going towards that path. Start putting time in, start making sure that you're checking where your progress is, right? So if I'm trying to get here, I'm trying to make sure that each step is taking me towards my goals. And if it's not getting me towards my goals, we can go back to one that we talked about before. Don't be afraid to change, right? If you need to make changes because things are not getting you to your goal or they're not getting you to your goal fast enough, make sure that you're taking a look at that. You're making changes when needed, but you have a plan and you're trying to get on your way to making yourself successful in terms of what your goals are. And then the last thing, number 14, it kind of touches on everything together, and thinking is key, right? Your mindset, we talked about this before, and your thoughts, that's going to drive your actions. Your actions are going to drive, what you're doing and what you're accomplishing. So you want to make sure that you're thinking about what you want to accomplish. You're putting some time into that. If it's, again, writing your goals down or, putting it on tape and you're recording yourself, whatever you have to do to get your thoughts aligned with what you want to do in terms of accomplishing your goals and making sure you know where you're going. So this would be what I would tell myself. It's kind of real quick and short to the point, but if I was able to go back and talk to myself in my late 20s, early 30s, and start really dialing in what I want to do and give myself some advice, these are the things that I would tell myself. Now, if this helps you out, definitely feel free to go ahead and give us a like, hit a subscribe so you can go ahead and see what we have coming up. And also, if you do want some coaching, some things that we can help you out with in terms of what we do in the Flex Financial Program, there's a couple easy ways you can do that. One, you can just go down and see what we have in the description. We'll have some links there. But if you do want to be a part of our free weekly newsletter, all you have to do is type in free, and we'll go ahead and send you the link to go ahead and do that. If you are looking for maybe a course on some options and how you can do cover calls, go ahead and put in income in the comments there. We'll send you over a link to our Udemy course on cover calls. And if you want the full coaching, right, where you get coaching one-on-one, have some people to walk you through, show you our full Flex Financial approach and what we do in the market, all you have to do is go ahead and type in the word Flex. We'll send you over some more information on that. But that'll go ahead and wrap it up for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.